Act 1, Scene 1. Enter Edmund with a map. She looks it over before Kent and Gloucester enter, and Edmund quickly rolls it back up, attempting not to be seen.
I thought the king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall.
It did always seem so to us, but now in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most.
Is not this your child, my lord?
Her breeding, hath been at my charge. I have so often blushed to acknowledge her that now I am brazed to it. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, the issue of it being so proper.
But I have a girl, sir, by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dearer in my account. Do you know this gentle noble here, Edmund?
Oh, my lord.
My lord of Kent, remember her hereafter as my honorable friend.
My services to your lordship.
The king is coming.
Attend. Go ahead.
King Lear, Cornwall. Oh, hold on. King Lear, Cornwall, Albany, Goneril, Regan, Cordelia, and attendants enter in a formal processional. Lear is seated on a throne.
Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
I shall, my lord.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map here.
Gloucester takes the map from Edmund and presents it to Lear.
Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we unburdened crawl towards death. Our Lord Cornwall, and you, our no less loving Lord of Albany, we have this hour a constant will to publish our daughters' several dowers, that future strife may be prevented now. The two great royals, France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, long in our court have made their amorous sojourn, and here are to be answered. But tell me, my daughters, which of you, shall we say, doth love us most? That we our largest bounty may extend where nature doth with merit challenge. Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Ma'am, I love you more than word can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child e'er loved or mother found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable, beyond all manner of so much I love you.
What shall Cordelia speak? Love and be silent?
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and with meadows rich, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issues be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife of Cornwall? Speak.
Ma'am, I am made of that self-metal as my sister, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which the most precious square of sense possesses, and I find I am alone. Felicitate in your dear highness's love.
Then poor Cordelia, and yet not so, since I am sure my love's more ponderous than my tongue.
To thee and thine, hereditary ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure that conferred on Goneril. But now, our joy, although our last and least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to be interest. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty, according to my bond, no more, no less.
How, Cordelia? Mend your speech a little, lest you may mar your fortunes.
Good, my lord. You have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters love if they say they love you all? Haply, when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with them, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters, to love my mother all.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, my good lord.
So young and so untender?
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower. For by the sacred radiance of the sun, the mysteries of Hecate and the night, by all the operation of the orbs from whom we do exist and cease to be, here I disclaim all my maternal care, propinquity, and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and me, hold thee from this forever.
Good my liege.
Base Kent, come not between the dragon and her wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight. So be my grave my peace, as here I give her mother's heart from her. For France, who stands called Burgundy, Cornwall, and Albany, with my two daughters, dowers, digest the third. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly with my power, preeminence, and all the large effects that troop with majesty. Ourself, by monthly course, with reservation of 100 nights, by you be sustained, shall our abode make with you by due turn. Only we shall retain the name and all the addition to a king, the sway, the revenue, execution of the rest. Beloved yours, lords, be yours, which to confirm this coronet, part between you, the sway, revenue, execution of the rest.
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honored as my king, loved as my mother, as my mistress followed, as my great patron thought on in my prayers.
The bow is bent, draw, make from the shaft.
Let it fall rather, though the fork invade the region of my heart. Be Kent unmannerly when Lear is mad. What wouldst thou do, old maid? Thinkest thou that duty shall have dread to speak when power to flattery bows? To plainness honor's bound when majesty falls to folly. Reserve thy state. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least.
Kent, on thy life, no more, out of my sight.
See better, Lear, and let me still remain the true blank of thine eye.
No, by Apollo.
Now by Apollo, king, thou swearest thy gods in vain.
Oh, that oath, miscreant!
Dear king, forbear!
Hear me, recreant. On thy allegiance, hear me. Thou hast sought to make us break our vows. 5 days we do allot thee for provision to shield thee from disasters of the world. And on the 6th, to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom, if on the next day following thy banished trunk be found in our dominions, this moment is thy death. Away, by Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king. Since thus thou wilt appear, freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. The gods to their dear shelter take thee, maid, that justly thinkest and has most rightly said. And your large speeches, may your deeds approve, that good effects may spring from words of love. Thus Kent, O nobles, bids you all adieu. I'll shape my course in a country new.
Here's France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
My lord of Burgundy, we first address toward you, who with this king hath rival for our daughter. What in the least will you require in present dower with her? Or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more than hath your highness offered, nor will you tender less.
Right noble Burgundy, when she was dear to us, we did hold her so, but now her price has fallen. Sir, there she stands. She's there, she's yours.
I know no answer.
Will you, with these infirmities she owes, unfriended, new adopted to our hate, dowered with our curse, strangered with our oath, take her or leave her?
Pardon me, royal ma'am. Selection makes not up in such conditions.
Then leave her, sir, for by the power that made me, I tell you all her wealth. For you, great king, I would not from your love make such a stray to match you where I hate. Therefore beseech you, pervert your liking a more worthier way than on a wretch whom nature is ashamed almost to acknowledge hers.
It is most strange that she whom even but now was your best object, the argument of your praise, balm of your age, the best, the dearest, should in this trice of time commit a thing so monstrous to dismantle so many folds of favor. Sure, her offense must be of such a natural degree.
I yet beseech your majesty. It is no vicious blot, murder, or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor.
Go do. Better thou hast not been born than not to have pleased me better.
Is it no more but this? A tardiness in nature, which often leaves the history unspoke that it intends to do. My lord of Burgundy, what say you to the lady? Love's not love when it is mingled with regards that stands aloof from the entire point. Will you have her? She is herself a dowry.
Royal king, give but that portion which yourself proposed, and here I take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Never. I have sworn. I am firm.
Oh, I am sorry then. You have so lost a mother that you must lose a lover.
Peace be with Burgundy. Since that respect of fortune are your love, I shall not be your wife.
Fairest Cordelia, thou art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken, and most loved despised. Thee and thy virtues here I seize upon. Be it lawful, I take up what's cast away. Gods, 'tis strange that from their coldest neglect my love should kindle to inflamed respect. Thou dowerless daughter, king, thrown to my chance, is queen of us, of ours, and of our fair France. Not all the dukes of waterish Burgundy can buy this unprized, precious maid of me. Bid them farewell, Cordelia. Though unkind, thou losest here a better where to find.
Thou hast her, France. Let it be thine, for we am no such daughter, nor shall ever see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone, without our grace, our love, our blessing. Come, noble Burgundy.
Flourish. Exempt all but King of France, Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
The jewels of our mother, washed eyes, Cordelia leaves you. I know you what you are, and like a sister am most loath to call your faults as they are named. Love well our mother.
Prescribe not us our duty.
Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms. You have obedience withheld, and well deserve the want that you have wanted.
Well, may you prosper.
Come, my fair Cordelia.
Exempt King of France and Cordelia.
Sister, it is not a little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our mother will hence tonight.
That's most certain. And with you next month with us.
Oh, you see how full of changes her age is. The observation we have made of it hath not been little. She hath always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment she hath now cast off her off appears too grossly.
Ugh, 'tis the infirmity of her age, and yet she hath ever but slenderly known herself.
The best and soundest of her time hath been but rash. Then must we look to from her age to receive the unruly waywardness that infirm and choleric years bring with them.
Such unconstant starts are we like to have from her as this of tense banishment.
Pray you let us hit together. If our mother carry authority with such disposition as she bears, this last surrender of her will but offend us.
We shall further think of it.
We must do something, and in the heat.
Exempt